Okay, now we have already done a lot. We have created those databases, turned on sub-items, added automations, added roll-ups, a lot of things. But I'm not happy with how this looks like. So what we will do now, we will try to make it a little bit nicer. So first thing that we will do, we will turn these databases into pages. So how do we do that? Click on the menu on the left side of it and turn into page. You see now our tasks are closed in a page like this. Next, we will do the same with projects. Click on the menu, turn into page. Okay, now we have our tasks and projects databases created as pages here. If you click on it, you can open it, you can view it. So another thing that you can do is you can add an icon. So tasks, projects, you can choose the icons that you prefer. Next, what we will do, what I will show you, and this is something that is often used in creating dashboards. We will create a linked view of our tasks database where we will just create a view for my own tasks that are still not completed. So how do you create a linked view of a database? Just click anywhere below where you would like to add it and start typing slash and start typing linked, like LinkedIn. So linked, and then here is the option linked view of database. Click on that one, select the database that you want to create a linked view of, and just click on new table view. Now this here is not a new database. Our original database is still here. This is just another view of the original database. Think of it as a mirror image of the original database, and you can recognize it by this little arrow here. Next, what we will do is we will hide this title. So click on the three dots here and hide the database title. Another thing that we will do here is we will apply a filter that will only display open tasks assigned to me. So anyone who is logged in will see their own tasks. So we will add a filter. So first we will filter on status. So status is not done. So now we are viewing only at open tasks. But I want to add another filter to it. So I will add another filter on assigned. So assigned contains me. So now I have a list of tasks that are assigned to me and that are still not completed. I can also sort them by due date. So I can add a sort by clicking here on sort and sort them by due date like this or descending, depending on what you prefer. You can also customize, how your views actually look like. So if this is all filtered just to show my tasks, I can actually hide the assigned property. Then projects here, I can wrap text so it's a little bit nicer here. Then another thing that you can do is you can change how your subtasks are displayed. You can change it from a table to a board view, so whatever you prefer. And as this is filtered to show only open tasks, then the board view can also be customized by going into settings, going into group, and then just hide the done part. So now you have your view here, and I would click on table here, rename it, and just call it my tasks. And you can also give it an icon here so it's clear. So you can create such views just so that you create something that actually works for you, that is important for you. You can create multiple views. So you can have my tasks here, and then below that you could create, like all overdue tasks or something like that. Or you could just add a new view here in this. So we will add a new view for overdue tasks, and we will just add some warning sign to it, and then a filter for this one will be on due date, and we will add an advanced filter here where due date, start date is before today, and we will add another rule to it, and status is not done. So anything that is older than today and is still not completed, it's already overdue. So those tasks will be displayed here. Okay, so now we have added a new view. We have created our pages here for tasks and projects. So this already looks a little bit nicer. Another thing that you can do is you can create templates. So we will now create a new template in our projects database. So you can click on your projects database, and here on this little arrow in the blue button, just click on this arrow, click on new template. So anything that you create here, so I will call it new project. I can also give it some icon. It can have this icon. And then anything that you add to this template will be applied to any new project that is created via template. So you can add some scope, deliverables, and you can also format text the way that you like it. You can add some callouts here and change the colors of it. So let's say that we are happy now with our project template. Of course, yours will look much better than this one, but just as an example. So this is now our new project template. And now it is here. Now, if I create a new project, this template is not automatically applied, but I have to click here on the project template and then it's applied to this project. What you have to know is that all templates will only have effect for any page created in the future. So if you already have something created in the past, it will not be applied. So another thing that you can do is you can set your template as default here, set as default for all views. And then what this means that every time you create a new page in your projects database, it's automatically applied. You don't have to click on it. So these are the templates. Another thing that you can do with templates, for example, in tasks, you could create a new template here in tasks for monthly reporting, for example, and you can assign it to yourself. You can leave the due date empty. So monthly reporting, that's the task that we have to do every month. And then the next thing that you can do is you can add that this is repeated monthly. Every first of the every 1 month on the first day of the month and around midnight, and this is it. You just have to click on save. And now let us go outside. Now this icon, it says it repeats monthly. What this means that every month a new task that looks like this will be created automatically and you will be assigned to it. So these were just the basics of templates. Of course, you can do much more of that with them. These were also just the basics of projects and tasks, but I do really think that if you manage to create all of this with me, like shown in the videos, you will manage to learn the basics. You will feel much more comfortable with the databases than you did before you even started customizing your databases in the first place. And then you can apply the knowledge not only to things that you're creating from scratch, but also to any template that you duplicate from either Notion Marketplace or anywhere else, because the same rules apply to databases created from scratch or those that you got via templates. So I hope this was useful. Good luck in learning and happy building.